Computer. Lights. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show on Tuesday, with the rain on and off all day. Oh, here music. Okay, good. Making sure all my controls are correct. Make sure that my video is adjusted correctly. Configure video. I don't really, doesn't seem to have sort of lines, and there's nothing I can do about it. Well, there's that. Okay. There we go. Man, it's taking a lot of time to figure out. Shrug. Howdy. Okay, everybody. So what we're doing today is prepping for cells to paint. I went and found art that I have done and was like, oh, this will make a good cell. And then I decided to do some of that. And so we're doing that. So we'll move over into the monitor. So as you might guess, we happen to have a there we go. We have a picture of there we go. Let's go ahead and do something real quick, because noticing that we do not actually have this purple selected anywhere. Shouldn't have put that on that layer, should I have? Should put it on this layer like that. That way I can reselect it anytime. I'll actually go out here, because this layer is going to be in multiply mode no matter what. So, whereas this layer down here on the main layer is not. So we can keep working on that. So we're just, you know how this goes with me. I lay down the first setup here, and then we go back through with the eraser and just kind of tap in and clean it up. Right. So we want to look at a lot of the dynamics of what's up and on top of things and what's not. So okay, so I'm just kind of going through here and tapping into this sort of thing, kind of given sort of we just decided that maybe the backlight's kind of going in here too. So we'll do that. There we go. So kind of going through here. This makes me wonder if I'm even broadcasting. So there we go. Let's Brent's here. I'm like, I wonder if I'm even broadcasting because there's 0 viewers. Even now with you here, there's 0 viewers. So you're apparently not here, Brent. I didn't think that you, I mean, I guess you didn't know that, but now I'm telling you, you're not here according to Restream. I have the same problem all the time also with, yes, but I got stabbed right here. Okay, well, maybe not stabbed, but you know. So why are we of a different sort of vein here? Okay, bye. I know, right? Oh, now you're here. Now you're here. It's so weird. It was like it wasn't saying it before. Who else is online? So weird. Anyway. Yep. I found a picture I had done of Captain Marvel. So I'm like, well, Captain Marvel's cool. The picture is kind of nifty. So I'm going ahead and doing that. Oh, that's not bad. So we've got sort of Captain Marvel here. And we've got an F-22 behind her, which is cool. So that's the actual piece right there I'm just working on right now. So, yep. We're just going to do that today because I mean, I think this one will be a great one because it's got 2 layers and it'll look cool and everybody will like it. Everybody likes jet airplanes. Nope. Nope. There we go. She did. This is not her plane necessarily, just a plane behind her. I mean, really, the picture has a city behind her, and so she's actually like, you know, flying up from a cityscape. And so is the jet, apparently. So, shrug. Seems like I saw raptors though in the last Captain Marvel movie or something. I mean, I feel like I saw raptors. It just seems like there was like, I don't know. All right. I think we chalk this one up to I just like drawing F-22s. That puts the flaps up. So gives the idea that the airplane's kind of doing this. You've seen Raptors do that. The Raptors that can do, what is it called? A J turn or a Heidel turn, where it comes up and then just flips over. It's got ourselves. This airplane's got a 2-to-1 thrust to weight ratio and then engine compartment in the back, so make kind of sense. I made a problem for myself all of a sudden. Yeah, well, more along the lines of I I didn't want to make 3 layers for each layer. But now I'm looking at it going, well, I might have to still do 3 layers for each layer. I have to figure it out. That's all right. That's okay. Kind of going along and just hitting the highlights here. We want to think about the planes of her face. And how it all kind of comes together. There we go. You look at this side of her face, kind of going along here. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if you were trying to encourage me to delete the F-15 or F-22 in the background and then draw in an F-15, which really can't go vertical very well, I don't know. This may not be a good fight here. I mean, that's not her jet. She's clearly flying next to it. So it's not her plane. Are we? Is that what we're headed for over here? Is we're trying to kind of get me to stop drawing on this F-22 that I've liked so much? Okay. So it's kind of funny because I actually have another one that I'm working on too that I started but never kind of got to the end of, which is Wonder Woman and her invisible jet in the background, which I've made as an F-35. So it's kind of like can't stop me from putting modern jets in here. Just saying. And truth is that I've always sort of been a manga reader and not really a comic book reader. So I'm always sort of late to the game when it comes to comic book details and stuff like that. I'm not even disputing you. Put a spaceship in. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even disputing you on this one. I'm just not 100% sure I care enough to swap them out. That's all. Right? I mean, like, I don't know. A knockoff Enterprise. Boy, I am not together or with it today. Oh, we could talk about spaceships with this illustration. I'm gonna make Baby Yoda into a spaceship, flying thing, trying to catch asteroids. Actually, I think I feel like this one better. Maybe I'll work on my Grogu picture. I know that cute floofies sell, so I'm not messing around here. I mean, I am messing around here with the idea of just a floofy Grogu. See, Miro Gaming is not a name I can use. People, you gotta come in here with real names. Oh, it's all right. I don't know if I've got controls over them here. I might have controls over them here. No, really don't. That's a bummer. I mean, I guess if I pop out onto the destination, I might, but and I wouldn't worry. Uh-oh. You have an insane kitty. I wonder how many times I can make him go in circles. It's very dizzy whenever I do that. Laser pointer with cat is always a fun thing in the world of people. All right. We will visit for a minute or two. George and I will. Wait, he was all over the place, though. Pant, 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 pant. Oh, yeah, what a cat. Also, like, he likes to have his tummy scratched. And, like, put him up here. And, there we go. Yeah, he's just being crazy. I don't know what his deal is. I think mom left for work. I think that's part of the problem. Or at least she's getting ready to go for work. And so somebody's feeling neglected and not loved, not scritched enough. There you go, George. Brent's saying hi to you. George is saying, I'm a cat, as always. All right, back to work for us. Yep, kiddos at school, and so George is just being a pest. It's nothing new for George. You give him kind of big eyes going for him. My Grogu. kind of bring this up a little, I think. Like we're doing good, but he kind of needs to be a little bit more like this and turned a little bit more. He's looking over at the thing. This asteroid. Whoa. And the thing is, he's got these huge round cheeks, which is what makes him so adorable. Right, so he's got these. The shape of his face is sort of like this. We want to kind of make that work. There we go. I feel like I probably put too much in his eyes, but we'll do another round on this. Is actually looking at the picture I've got up here. Kind of want to put his eye a little further out, like so. It's more of a distance problem now. There we are. Okay. So I yesterday or a couple of days ago, I reached out to my driving school that I haven't worked at in a while and said, "Hey, are you guys in need of help for classroom?" And they got back to me yesterday and said, "Yes, yes, please." So starting in May, I'm going to start classroom again. And then in June, in May, I'm going to do weekend classroom stuff. So it's just only on the weekends. But then in June, I'm going to probably start really working in classrooms again, teaching driving instruction. And that'll be good because I'm really like having a hard time, doing, not being out. So the only drawback to it is it's going to be during the day. So what we've been kind of thinking about doing is that I will do a live show from 9 to 11 at night and then rebroadcast it the next day for 9 to 11 a.m. for those who missed it. Because I can set Restream to automatically do things. I think one of the reasons I like Grogu is he kind of looks like my grandmother. My grandmother was secretly Grogu. That's what I've decided. There we go. This is better. I feel like we're getting somewhere with this. Just making sure I have the planes of the face correct. Your work computer restarted for no reason whatsoever. I had that happen a couple of nights ago. Oh, hey, did I tell you that we've got ourselves a brand new Surface Go 3? And it's my new drawing computer when I'm not here anymore or when I'm out and about or whatever. So I'm going to put it to work tonight at Drawing Club and see what kind of damage we can cause with it, because it's going to be fun. But it's, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Nope. Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's so that whenever I go to a show now, I can do commissions on site. Literally the reason we're after it. So, because I can do them on site, I've got the red printer down there. And then I can just do a on-site commission for like $40 or whatever, $50 on-site commission, and I feel like that's too much down and not enough over, like so. I need to do more like so. This weekend, that's why we're making cells. So, also, we've got lights over here now. So, the next major upgrade is going to be this guy right here, where I'll have lights in a box so that the cells will be lit up on the inside, and it's battery powered so that I don't have to I don't have to worry about finding power with West. We may or may not be able to do that. Who knows, you know? So, cells sell. So that's the idea. So we're just going to put him in his little robe. Oh, man. I'm just straightening up his eyes a little bit here. Since he's smiling, we should give him a little bit of a deflection on his cheek here for his smile. So we've got kind of going like this. So he's like, hey. Yeah. It's not snowing here. In fact, we're just rainy and dark and dismal. Oh, that looks good. So there you go. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, we're getting kind of the weird weather now. We're in that gray zone where it could snow or it could rain or it could be 100 degrees. Nobody knows. Nobody knows for sure. Probably should. The secret origin of Grogu. I really don't want to know what the secret origin of Grogu is. It's all good. Grogu just cracks me up and he's cool. There we go. He's got little chubby fingers. His fingers are all chubby. It makes it extra cute. Everything about Grogu is extra cute. And that's the whole point. It was a very effective thing. Maybe this finger is more like this. It probably is. Maybe. No, I don't think so. I think what we really need is to take this finger and tilt him. More like that. There we go. We'll give him more finger down here so he's got more like sort of a, I don't know. We'll get there. We'll get there. We got to come back and work on this guy a lot, but that's all right. We'll get there. Have we gone insane again? We've gone insane. Okay. I don't know how close you are to the Mississippi, but my thought is that I'm never ready for summer near the Mississippi. Oof. Nowhere near it. Although you are nearer than I am, and I like it that way. No, I love the Mississippi. I actually really do. I love seeing the Mississippi when I'm down in New Orleans. I'll go hang out. It's not in Kansas City. Am I missing something? Do I have my geography screwed up? I would totally bet that I have my geography screwed up because you live there. If anybody knows where the Mississippi is, it's you. Certainly more than me. Last time I went through any part of Kansas to that far over, it was long ass time ago. And see, now I'm horribly. It's a cultural treasure. You're right. That is the Missouri. Hmm. Hmm. Mm. Well, good. You're far away from the Mississippi, which, like I said, last time I was at the Mississippi. Well, last time I was at the Mississippi, I was in New Orleans. I mean, really, honestly, if I'm going to do anything, it's going to be at New Orleans. That's I've got more ties culturally and everything to New Orleans than I've got anything else. So, do we have a mic drop? My mics are fine. I think what I'm going to do is cut, paste, deselect. Grogu, remember to use your layers. Oh, because it's Grogu. So it's ball. It's not an asteroid, it's ball. All right. There we go. I want that to be more dynamic and feel more. I'll come back in there and I'll fix it. But, oh, well, you live there. Of course, you know your geography. That's why I was like, not going to fight you or anything. Not even remotely going to fight you. I mean, I wasn't going to fight you to begin with, but that was the major reason why I was like, yeah, no, sure. Yeah, I'm willing to believe that. You're like, it's Missouri. And I'm like, okay. I was like, are you sure? They both start with M. But then, yeah, you're sure because you live there. All right. I'm going to tilt the car a little bit over here. Oh, we don't want more. The space car. You know it's science fiction if you add the word space in front of it. Space car. Give it a little bit more rudder back there. All right. And little dashboard here for his space car. All right, kind of coming out here like so. Maybe he should have somewhat of a seat behind him too. In his space car. So, okay, Brent, my good man, what else do we think will sell well if I make cells? I'm trying to do cute. Cute is selling relatively well last time, so we'll do cute again. So I'll do Grogu. Which I think will work. I want him with his hand extended. That's probably more accurate. Well, I mean, the Pikachu versus Stitch sold, so cute. You know what I mean? Like that worked. So I'll do Grogu. That should sell theoretically, hopefully. That's why I'm like cute. Right? I mean, theoretically, everybody loves Grogu. It's very science fiction-y. Very much my style of thing to do. It's a Comic Con, so we can do comics and things like that. Um, but I mean, I'm going to sell my comics certainly, although I don't have a lot of. I don't feel like it's going to be epic as far as like sales go. Which is all right. It's totally okay. No, this isn't a down on myself thing. It's just I not that terribly worried about selling things at Comic Con or at the Comic Con. So, but one of the things we got to do today is I've got to go print out a sales tax license and send it off so that we've got a sales tax license thing going. There we go. His hand is really small, so And it's got these kind of grooves that kind of go like this in it. I do that. So cute works. We can do cute. And then have this be just sort of outgassing of some sort because it's just some kind of ball going off into the distant wherevers. There we go. I like that. That one works. Then we can take our layer here, turn off this layer, and we'll turn on a new layer, and let's ink the heck out of this thing. There we go. So I don't know if Wicked West has an actual theme. You know, thinking about it. Sailor Moon. I've never been a real Scooby guy, but Sailor Moon might be a thing. That's not a bad one. I have a Sailor Saturn. We should probably take a break though. Get up and stretch. Oh my goodness. The fan's on. Which is a good thing. I mean, kind of got the fan running behind me here, and all is good. It's kind of cool. I like Sailor Moon. I like the idea of Sailor Moon. I should do a Sailor Moon. I can do that tonight while at drawing club. That'd be cool. Oh, computer. Cloudy lights. Thanks. Wow. There we go. Sailor Moon would actually be perfect for cells because the way I do the cell backgrounds is with the holographic material. The car looks all aggressive. It's very funny. There we go. Giving the line work some life to it. There we go. Give them little control sticks here. It's obviously got a steering yoke. See you there. Travel safe. All right. There we go. Like so. Yeah, I am having a difficult time today with kind of staying together and with it. Didn't sleep very well last night and not sleeping well in general. Just kind of going in here and doing some ink work, kind of inking it up real good. I find it funny that this is ink work and we're not really actually inking anything. There's no actual ink. This is particularly funny when I hang out with Brian, and Brian is actually like legitimately has an ink well and he has a pen and he's inking with a pen and his work looks so good. And I'm like, okay. I want to talk a little bit about not being able to get under here. take this mouth and move it just a hair over. There we go. This is really what we want. It's right there. Right? Little fixes mean a lot. There we go. Give it just a little bit more sort of things kind of going on here. Like so. There we go. Grogo's little adorable floofy face of doom, which isn't even remotely recognizable until you put in the adorable super black eyes. There we go. Kind of doing that. Getting in here and moving along. And it's kind of adorable in its own, way. I feel like the outsides of his eyes, though, need to be a little bit more like this. There we go. Much better. I like how you were like, Brent is like, cute? Why cute? I don't know. Cute cells. And there'll be cute cells. I think I'm funny. Oh. They have to be, unfortunately, though, cute by nature of my muse, which is why Scooby Gang would be fun, but I don't think my muse will take to it. So there's that. I feel like I would struggle with the Scooby Gang. I'd probably do an okay job, but I feel like I would just struggle with it for a long time first. All right, getting cuter as cute goes on. Make this a little bit more bowed. Hey there, Brent, in your other Brent mode. Oh gosh. I feel like this is good for me though. Like we do random things, and it's good. Like I was just thinking about how it's useful to kind of have a Grogu picture kind of lying about because it'll be useful for all kinds of different things. And there we go. May 4th is Star Wars Day. April 4th is First Contact. That's going to be cool. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the fans for right now. It's actually cool enough outside that it's cool enough inside, and I don't have to worry about it. Yesterday it was getting pretty warm in here. I'm starting to think I might need to relatively shortly pull out my fans and stuff like that. Also, on May 4th is somebody's birthday. And I'll have to say, and over here. Blah. Somebody, I won't name any names. Yep. Somebody's birthday. Won't name any names. It'll incriminate me. Okay. Move this down just a little bit. Add that little bit. Giving it some more dynamics, making it a little bit more dynamic. Let's go on ahead and we've got 30 minutes. Let's see what we can do about coloring him in. Grogu's sort of a sea green. He's not white. Yeah. Kind of looking at him, he's sort of this sea greenish, a little lighter than that. There we go. Some base color in on him. And then this outfit's kind of olive. Kind of on the other side. No. Definitely want it lighter than that. Yeah, that's better. Now, see, now that I've done that, I almost feel like he's too big in the shoulders. It'd be relatively easy to fix once we get in there. We'll get in there and do that. But for right now, let's go ahead and finish our colors. So this is one of those things where it's like, well, you kind of want to finish the colors up. Then you go on ahead and fix some of the problems. And this thing's fire engine red. Because that's funny and it's a reference to Stitch. There we go. Yeah, I think that George's allegiance is definitely towards Star Wars. It's a sad but true thing. Nothing we can do about it. I just kind of stuck there. He's definitely dark side. If ever there was a cat who was dark side, it's George. Definitely dark side. Okay. Going ahead and let's switch over to my technical pen. My pen turns green to tell me that I've switched to my technical. We're going to go up onto 80 point here. And this is going to be about 30%. We're going to say multiply. We're just going to come along here and just kind of along this part right here. There we go. Grab as much of this as we can. I'm going to go on ahead and just fill in here. So I wanted to make sure I had it sealed up because this is by itself on its own layer. So there we go, like so. So I'm giving it sort of the feel of like a 50s-esque roadster. Yeah. Just giving it kind of that feel we've got kind of a shape to it. It's got kind of a bubble coming out the outside there. I actually kind of do this to kind of give that more of that feel. It's coming around like so. And like so. And we're just going to kind of that's probably not the right side. There we go. All right. Well, let's make sure we get all the little widgets inside here kind of figured out. All right, we're going to so. We'll give Grogu his, kind of going under here too. There we go. Yeah, so thinking about George and being the dark side, I think he's unintentionally dark side. I think he thinks he's supposed to be dark side. You know what I mean? I think he definitely is in that unintentionally dark side segment of the universe. He thinks he's dark side, or doesn't think he's dark side. He thinks he's light side. He just keeps causing destruction, which invariably ends up making him dark side. Yep. I did have the funniest experience today. I was watching a Reddit video, and this woman has this cat, and she's like doing this like snapping motion at the cat's snapping back at her, and she's getting so cracked up over it. She is laughing so hard over it. And her reaction was much funnier than than what was going on, because she was just laughing so hard. She thought it was so funny. So I went over to George and I was like snapping at him, and he just looked at me. And then I went, "Meh," and he went, "Meow." And I went, "Okay, good enough." It was just really funny. He meowed at me, and I was like, "Okay, that works." He doesn't meow. He's not a meowy cat, so it's kind of rare when he does meow. That's not his shtick, you know? So it was particularly funny that he meowed at all. My wife was there to watch it. She witnessed it. She saw it happen. She knew it went down. I wasn't hallucinating. There we go. Inherently dark side, all cats are. Inherently dark side, all cats are. Looking for someone you are. Found someone you have, I would say. You know. You seek. You know. Huh. I hear he's not. But take you to him, I will. I don't know. I'm drawing Grogu and Yodaing at the same time. I don't know what my problem is. I don't think anybody knows what my problem is. There's precious little we can do. I am terminal, clearly. Nothing we can do. Yep. I figured somewhere along the line it was only a matter of time. All right. I'm just going to pop my fingers here. Wow. All of them needed to pop. Hang on real quick. I am making a joke. Get him a helmet. That'd be awesome. All right. I have to admit, a helmet would be cool. I'm going to lightly just touch the bottom here. Kind of going in here and just kind of doing this just to give a little bit of just definition under here. And now we're going to go into the face. Let's get into this face here. Adorable little face. Looks like my grandmother. There we go. All right. Go in here and just kind of give a little bit of, his head gives a shadow across his outfit, make it look like it's connected. We'll actually kind of come up here as well and give, this is part of the ambient occlusion. I talked about ambient occlusion before, which is the technique of which two things, when they meet, will cause a shadow. Well, you got chainmail. You didn't get body armor, I wouldn't say. You got chainmail. And there's a difference there. So here we go again with more ambient occlusion right through this area here. We're really kind of wanting to just see that things are shading in like so. We'll go in here and just make that kind of disappear as well. All right, so kind of come along here like so. There we go. I'm just trying to give, kind of depth to his outfit so that he looks like he's kind of got some, volume to it. Come in here. All of this part of his hand is in shadow, including this part of his hand and this part. So there we go. There we go. Give him some volume there. And come in here. Same thing, kind of want ambient occlusion over here to kind of show that we've got kind of a side to the face over here. It's just in shadow. Right? Not all of this face is in shadow, but a lot of this face is in shadow. Right? Now, his ear is actually pink inside here, and I'm going to come back in a minute with a different brush and come in here and do the pink. But we've got to put the shadow in first. There we go, like so. There, like that. Just like that. We'll come back in here and just make this look a little bit more intentional. Make this look a little bit more intentional. probably break this up because I think there's actually multiple pieces of face through here. Like I think he's got kind of this kind of thing going for his nose, where it's kind of these divots because he's got the little wrinkles that are going on like Yoda does. Not as structured. Looking at my source over here, not as structured, but still something in there. And then we've got to get the bottom of his nose too, because that's of course important. Right through here. Come through on the top, go to the bottom like so. There we go. Now we're going to take on the color line. We're going to go on ahead and swing over to pink. And what we're going to do is I'm going to use this skin brush, which is a brush I use for when I'm actually painting skin. And we're just going to kind of come in here and just do this. You can see how it gives sort of just a value to it, but it doesn't actually like, it's got a gradient that kind of goes out from here. So it works really well. Kind of get just sort of a value of that in there. And same thing over here. Stuff that you really can't do on a cell is that sort of thing. Now, the other thing is they've just put a touch of this pink on his cheeks. Just give him just a little bit of the rosy cheek baby thing going that you get. Just a touch. Not a lot, just a little. Just so we can kind of feel the cheeky, rosy, cheeky thing. I also feel like that's not where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be here. Ooh, that's too much. We're going to take the brush down on density. There we go. So we've given him some color. Not, bright super color, but he's not so set up on that and that being that specific color. So new raster layer, go for white on this. We're going to then just go for overlay and take this, go back into my technical pen. Let's get some of these highlights right through here, right? Because he's the just tap the top of everything, kind of come through like so. I'm going to go extra wide here because I'm actually going to cut back in on this in a minute when we merge all of these layers together. There we go. Okay, this isn't working for the car, which is fine. It's only really working for Grogu inside here. So we're going to go on ahead and just continue on with this until we've covered all this area, and then we're going to, I'm actually going to do that. There. Because then we can bring this up if we need to, but it's, you don't want it to be too bright. Really don't. So we're going here, kind of doing this. The other thing I'm going to do when we're out on the multiply layer is grab that purple, which I didn't put over here any at all, making my life much more complicated than it needs to be, is there's these ridge lines above his eyes where he's got these wonderful little wrinkles kind of going on like so, right? We kind of want to make sure that we've indicated to some degree where those wrinkles are, because they are part of his charm. There we go. And he actually has little teeny crow's feet. It's kind of ridiculous, but funny. Like I said, he looks like my grandma. All right, about 5 minutes left. Go over here real quick. All righty. So yeah, we're moving along quite well, which is great. I kind of want to clean up here. Let's see how it's kind of, there we go, like that. Make sure every line is deliberate. All right. So moving right along, we're doing good. I'm going to do another layer up here. And this layer will be more of a direct layer, because the white that we were using before on the lower layers, it didn't quite show up as much as I wanted it to. So kind of, this is even turning it a little orange, which may not be a problem. I mean, that may be okay. There we go. Kind of coming around this headlight. Let's see if somebody's at the front door. Says somebody's at the front door. Hello? Hello?
Hi, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Pretty good. I'm here with just being known as Evergreen.
Oh, okay.
I was just here to treat the outside of the home.
Sweet. That's cool. I'm broadcasting right now, so I can't come downstairs. I'm actually live. So, yeah, you can go ahead and treat if you want. Do you need to come inside for any reason?
No, sir.
Cool. Cool. Well, thank you for treating, because like bugs are not a thing for me.
Thank you. Yeah, I actually I got lucky because it said Avenue, and I spoke to the person there, and they told me you lived here.
Yeah, we've got two of the same addresses. Yeah.
I get that fixed.
Yeah. Well, we're on Circles, so yeah, I'll call them and make sure that they've got that fixed.
Oh no, you don't have to call. I'll put it in my notes, okay? And they'll do that.
Oh, cool.
I'll do that for you.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
Yes, sir. No problem. You need anything from me?
Nope. We're good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Modern technology is fascinating. Like, I just totally had this discussion with this guy, and he's out there, and he's just on the front porch, and he's talking, and I'm just like sitting here going, "Hey, how you doing, bro?" And he's like, "I'm good." And he's like, I'm saying all this like you weren't here for this discussion while it was going on, or right over there. Okay, back to Grogu. And come in here, kind of do this. There we go, kind of like so. I like the dot there. So let me put that back in. All right, kind of an intentional dot. Give just a little bit right there to kind of just indicate that all things are the same there. I am remarkably horrified by bugs. They terrify the heck out of me. So it is worth my time and money to have an exterminator zot the house every so often. And these guys are nice because their stuff doesn't actually like kill the creatures, which is kind of important because I feel bad. Just because I have issues with bugs doesn't necessarily mean that they have to die. It seems like a horrible thing. I have issues with you. Sorry you have to die because you terrify the heck out of me, you know. So, yeah, it's like it's all cool. Yeah, he's just wandering around out there. Anyway, we got ourselves a little cute little Grogu, I think. That's awesome. Looks good. So, here we go. Grogu is done on that. Well, not done. Grogu's done. I don't know. Cute is good. Cute works. Everybody loves cute. We know how that goes. So there you go. That's our show for today. We started with Grogu, get him done. At some point in time here, I'll finish off doing the work with Captain Marvel. She should be easily fixable at some point here too. So we'll get Captain Marvel and we'll get Grogu. We'll print them out. They'll make good things. I was actually thinking with the Captain Marvel that I might put, some kind of maybe like clear nail polish in little rays behind the jet and everything like that to kind of indicate the warble of jet operations. So cool. Well, there you go, guys. That's the end of the show for today. So I'll see you all tomorrow. As always, remember to keep your eyes on the stars. Bye-bye. Computer, good night.